welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time we met, then hi! My name is Anggi, and in this video, I want to talk about 5 habits that keep you broke. Okay, let's just jump right in. The first habit is having a budget that you cannot keep up with. So my philosophy of seeing a budget, I know most of us may be being intimidated by the word budget because it feels like restrict us, like give us limitations so that we cannot enjoy our life. But truly, trust me guys, budget is not like something to restrict you. Budget is practically a plan around your money. So my philosophy about budgeting, I see budgeting as like a diet. You know when you want to lose weight and then you suddenly in a day do not eat anything because you want to lose weight, and in certain point you have a high motivation, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna lose my weight, and I do not want to eat a lot for a couple months, for a couple days because I want to lose weight. What most likely the result is? You betcha. You're gonna fall from the bandwagon. You cannot keep up with your strict diet because it's just unreasonable. That goes the same with our budget, right? If we set our budget to the point that we cannot live with it, it is too strict and we're just not happy with it, it's not gonna work. The problem is we need to stick in our budget, well, for a long time, if I won't say for the rest of our life, if we really want to build our wealth. So the trick is really set a budget that you comfortable with it. It's just like choosing a diet. Don't be too strict with your diet. Choose a diet and a workout that you can keep up with, that you happy of doing that, so that you can stay in that arrangement, the diet and the workout in the long run. Because you can stay long enough in that arrangement, in the diet and the workout itself, you got the result. And that's the same logic we need to use in our budgeting. So, set your budget that you are happy with, so that you can stay in that budget and see the result. You have money, you build your emergency fund, and in the long run, you will build your wealth. Let's go to the second habit. We don't have any budget at all. No wonder you're in doom financially. This is how I like to put it. What will happen if you are driving a car with no destination, no plan, and you're just driving a car here and there? Most likely you will end up nowhere. That's the same logic we need to use in our budgeting. Having a budget, once again, is not about restricting you, it's not about limit yourself to enjoying the life, but really make a plan around your money so you know exactly where do your money goes. When you know where your money goes, you can make an assessment, let's say every month, to see how are you doing financially. How do you spend your money? Where do your money goes? And how can you improve your situation? Just remember guys, things that you do not measure, you cannot improve. And that's the function of budgeting itself. It's just a tool to measure how do you spend your money and how you can make improvement around it. And now, let's go to the third habit. Try to impress other people. I personally think this is like the worst thing you can do in your life. Can you believe that you live your life, you pay everything for yourself, for your life, but you give the power to someone else to judge whether you are good enough or not in doing your life? That's the worst plan ever. If we are talking about impressing other people, I do believe there are 2 types of things that we tend to do in our life. The first one is we try to improve people who do not care about us. The simple example, it can be you buy a car that you cannot afford just to impress someone else. Does someone else do not care about your financial situation? That's only like a tricky mind you have in your own head, that if you are driving certain car, then people will have certain impression around yourself. The funny thing is, what those people, those stranger thinks, is not about how cool you are in that car. What they think is how cool they are in your car. If you are familiar with this situation, aka you're doing it yourself, I just want to say this one thing to you. Do not give your power to other people on judging how do you live your life. If you want to buy a certain car, just make sure that you want to buy that car because you want it. If you go to certain destination for a holiday, ask yourself, why do you want to go to that destination? Is that because you want to take a picture in Instagram and everybody will see how cool you are with your life? Well, to a certain degree, I can understand. But if you are doing that to the point that you miserable financially, it's never worth it. The second thing that might happen to you if you do not really try to impress other people that don't care about you, the second thing is, the second variation of this is sometimes you try to make others people you love happy even though you know you cannot afford it. This second variation sometimes can be tricky and can be hurtful. I see lots of people, let's say, keep going to the mall, spending money in having a fancy dinner in the restaurant on the weekend to, let's say, make their family happy or their parents or their partners. There is nothing wrong to go to the mall, spend some money with someone you love in the weekend for once in a while. But if you do that to the point, once again, that lead you to become miserable financially, it's never even worth it. Not even for people you love. Yes, this is a harsh statement, but I want to say it. I think what most important for people who love us is not about the money, but really on about the memory that we create together. Do you agree with me? Well, having that beautiful memory, it's not equivalent by spending money to the point that you are miserable. People who really love you for the real you are will care so much about your financially. They will not let you become broke just to have a fancy dinner. We can make a beautiful memory with people we love without spending too much money that do not work with our budget. We just need to tweak the mindset and communicate this with people we love, and I'm sure if they really love you, they don't even care about the fancy dinner. They just want to spend some time with you. Have you ever heard that the best thing in life is free? I do believe the truth in this statement. Don't get me wrong, I do love money, I want to build wealth around me, and I love good things. But I do know a beautiful memory that really gives fulfillment to my heart. I do not buy it with my money. I have it because I spend time and care and love people I love. Money certainly helped to do that, but once again, not to the point that I become miserable financially. So it's up to you to set the boundary around that. The fourth habit, YOLO to the max. Okay, what's the problem with YOLO? Okay, everybody is yelling to the millennials, right? To people in my age that we are living like there is no tomorrow. Let's spend our money because we only live once. So here is the problem with YOLO. I have no problem with YOLO. I love spending money. I love treat myself well because we only live once, we only health once, we only young once. I know we need to enjoy our life. I do know that and I do agree. Even I do believe in the end of our journey, in our deathbed, I'm sure we will not care about how much money in our bank account. What we do care is how did we live in our life, the memory we got with people we love, and also the good things we do in our life. So how to deal about it, Angie? How to deal with this YOLO thing? Well, my opinion around YOLO, I think that we cannot be so extreme to the one side. You cannot be so extreme to the YOLO side to the point that you really just spend every dollar, every penny you have today because it's like there is no tomorrow. Or in the other hand, you keep hanging to your money, do not spend anything to yourself, live miserably just because you want to save money in the bank. I personally tend to go to this road, okay? I kind of keep on to my money. I love building my emergency fund. It's like my obsession. If you want to know why I have this kind of obsession, watch this video. In this video, I share about my experience living $1 a day in my early 20s, and it was harsh. And that's the background story why I really do love my emergency fund. But let's go back to this topic, okay? Our topic today. So find your balance between enjoying your today's life, the YOLO philosophy, right? And also make arrangement around your money, also thinking about what's gonna happen in the future and how to make preparation around your money for your long-term goal. If you want to know the details about how to make arrangement around your money so that you can build wealth in the long run, go to this video. I make a video about 7 rules of money that I took from the famous book, The Richest Man in the Babylon. For now, let's go to the habit number 5. Habit number 5 is having no money goals. Not having a money goal is just like the story I mentioned in the habit number 2. It's like you're driving with no destination. You might be tired, you might be end up spend your gas, but you're going nowhere. That's exactly what happened when we have no money goals. We go to work, we make money, we spend money, but we achieve nothing. If you see from these 5 habits I share in this video, you can see the red line between them, right? So these habits are connected one and another. Let's say, because you do not have a money goal, you have no budget, or if you do, you set a budget that you cannot keep up with. And because you want to impress other people, you mess up with your budget. And also, because you want to impress other people, you trap with this extreme YOLO lifestyle. So these 5 habits really connected to one another, but all lead to one result. You are living miserable financially, and nobody loves to live that kind of life. So from these 5 habits, which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to your friends. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!